the jungle diff, right? So I've got double the CS of a Shyvana, who is kind of like a full clearing champion. How the fuck do I double her CS as Talon, who is kind of just as weak early game? Hey guys, how are we? This is Eagz. In today's video, 20-0 on the new Talon, mate. This jungler here is some sort of Smurf. I think they had a silver border. This is on like my P1 account with the GF. We're going to get into the moves here. Any questions, again, guys, about the moves? If you want coaching, there'll be links down below. If you want, I don't even know, more videos like this, leave a like. Let's start Raptors here. I'm going to do red buff. I'm going to do Krugs. What are my options after Krugs? I see Jace pushing up on GP. This lane is nice to go towards. I also know that their bot lane leashed. Yeah, so GP's already in top lane, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, they're bot lane leash. Yeah, I was right. And yeah, so I know the Shyvana is starting here. This is Dark Harvest Shyvana. And I know in a 1v1 I should do well because I'm playing Electrocute Talon with red buff, right? So if I manage to get my passive, which is buffed, on top of her, it should be pretty free. So after I finish this and I see my top lane with priority, mid lane is, yeah, okay, they're getting shoved in. But after this happens, I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to run like this. I just want to do something here to pressure the Shyvana. Now, if Shyvana starts like top side, am I going to do the same stuff? Honestly, I could easily think about doing this towards GP, but maybe not. I would actually be thinking of trying to do something like this, okay? So it does change based on where the enemy jungler starts. If Shyvana starts here, I'm going to be thinking about doing this, okay? Now, to make that move even easier, you can think about swinging behind mid like this. The best thing about doing this, by going red Krugs Raptors, opposite side gank mid, is that your mid laner will be level 3 spells. So I was just coaching someone and he had a Veigar mid, and he tried ganking for the Veigar when he's level 2. Veigar won't have his cage, most likely anyway. Gank him when he's level 3. Gank, I don't know, Zed when he's level 3. Gank Lissandra when she's level 3, right? Level 3 is a lot better. So if Shyvana starts topside, that's what I do. But because she starts bot here and I've got a strong top laner right now, yes, mid lane is getting shoved in, but the Vex is healthy enough. I can even think of ganking mid here. So as I'm moving here, I'm just pinging on the way, letting my teammates know. But I'm also staying adaptable, right? Reactive to the map and the situation. Because the map is always changing, like every fucking second, guys, you have to be just aware of that information and aware of what's changing. That way you can make the best decision in that split second, right? Because let's just say that Orianna ran into the Vex and got like hard chunked. I'm going to gank mid. Let's just say that GP gets chunked. I'm going to go and dive top lane and he's going to die 100%. Like GP randomly in the next like 2 seconds could be this HP. Like it could happen, right? So just because it can happen, you have to be aware of it. Now, as I run towards mid here, I can gank mid going like this, right? But what about if she's warded somewhere? She hasn't because she hasn't really moved. This is kind of funny, like how me and Shiv cross paths. But yeah, I decide to gank mid, right? I also ward Shyvana's blue buff. I know that if Shyvana is full clearing, which she most likely is, if she is full clearing here, she's probably doing wolves right now. Because after I finish my Krugs, or if I was going to like do red Krugs Raptors, when we finish 3 camps, it's going to be around the same timing, right? So when Shiv moves top, she's doing wolves. Then she's going to do blue. So I quickly drop this wall to know when she's going to do this. Then I just decide to gank mid, right? Pretty simple stuff. I decide to flash on the Orianna because, yeah, why not? If she flashes, I can always Ian chase her, right? It's actually smart for Ori not to flash, I think. She has to flash straight away if she wants to get out of this. Then after this, you might be like, but Eagz, why are you going top? Because you have this bot lane, which is like really good pressure, for sure, but what the fuck am I going to do? Like, I can't kill them because they're not low enough. If they're 100 HP, both of them, I just go straight bot. And the game is actual GG. Even in my head, the game is over at this point. So why is it over in this game when bot is just unplayable? Well, it's because Shyvana is ganking this at level 3 as a Shiv. This champion is just so weak at level 3. And yes, she might be like kind of healthy because, or healthier than me, I guess. But again, I have a ward and a blue buff. Now, I run off like this, right? And honestly, I should run off in this direction. Or maybe even just straight back here. This could be like a little improvement. So instead of just running straight top and showing my kind of intention here, yes, I actually think I should move backwards like this, almost towards my blue. Like after I W the wave, go like this, and then I wrap around, right? So that would actually be like a little optimization in terms of movement, something you guys can do. Now, here, I know that because she's not on blue, she's doing Gromp. Notice how I E over here as well. So if this blast cone is up, you always want to try to make sure, guys, you get in the brush straight away. If you show here and she's doing it, she'll see you, right? So you want to get in the brush straight away. She might even be doing blue in this area. I know I have it warded, but I'm just trying to give like a general tip around vision. And yeah, in this situation, I know she's doing Gromp, but she isn't showing yet. Now, unfortunately, when I move like this, she sees me at this point, right? Like now she sees me. I thought she was further up, or this was actually going to be in fog. So I should actually wrap all the way around like this, and then I E over like this. But still, the play is good, right? I should actually just auto-attack her first, because I'd probably kill her. And I think I got the Gromp as well. I did. So after doing this, right, this game is super free. I should also maybe even Eagz straight away, but I don't have Q, right? So I don't really think anything happens after this. Now, what do I do in this situation, right? Because GP is going to recall. The Orianna does have priority, and the Shiv is really low. Now, I can definitely take blue buff here. In fact, maybe in hindsight I should, but if Orianna comes over, it might get annoying and I don't have smite, right? So if I have smite, 100% do blue buff here. I don't have smite, let's do crab. It's a lot easier for me to do crab in this situation. Now, after this, what do? Of course, we have to take into account gold, right? So we have to think in advance, guys. So it's not just like, oh, I'm going to have 1,150 gold after crab. No, you have to be thinking like, right, I'm getting 100 gold from this, so I'm going to be on this much gold. This is what I'm going to do after this. Like, can I recall and go somewhere in the map? So that's really the question here, because I've got a lead on 1-0. Shyvana is going to be doing what? So we talked about this in other videos. Shyvana is going to be recalling and running, most likely, to here. Most likely running to a blue buff here, which is why if I have smite and I get blue and then I do crab and base, the game's over. If I think she's doing my top side after that, so let's just say I do blue with my smite up, even though it's not in this game, but let's just say I have smite, blue into crab into a base, her counterplay is actually taking my Raptors and Krugs. Yeah, because they'll be up at that time. That'll be like 410, 420. Raptors and Krugs are up. Maybe I even think about doing these. But then what about if she's running out here, out of her base, and taking my whole bot side? So I go blue, smite it, into crab, just recalling the brush. Then I would go out here to crab. Now, if this crab is up, and for whatever reason I think she's doing this, maybe she shows on a ward or something like that, I'm going to think of taking her bot side. Then I come back around like this, right? That's quite like in-depth, but it's actually like these are just moves you have to know if you're going to get to the top. Now, moving on. So we end up recalling, right? Get our Dirk, juicy, juicy, juicy. I'm pretty strong here. Now, in terms of where I'm going to go on the map, I see this bot lane fry, right? And I also know if Orianna survives this, she might even, like, stay for the next wave, yeah? So I don't know what's going to happen at the moment. I could always, again, just run top because that's where Shiv is. We saw her on this ward, by the way, before it expired. So I know Shiv's top. I also know this is actually where, guys, like, the game ends. So if I show you this, I should have showed you this at the start of the video. Actually, I'm going to show you this at the start. I'm just going to put it at the start. So here we go, guys. So this is the jungle diff, right? So I've got double the CS of a Shyvana, who is kind of like a full clearing champion. How the fuck do I double her CS as Talon, who is kind of just as weak early game? Now, if we rewind, look at that advertisement made at the start of the fucking video. Now, if we rewind here to me running out of base, what do you think, like, the best move is here? Because I'm a little maybe surprised she's here. I thought she was going to go to crab and then come back to her camps and then go up or something. I'm a little surprised here. So what do you think I do? Well, I'm level 3 still, right? I would rather just, like, do what I want to do when I hit level 4. Like, quickly do the crab. It's not that big of a waste of time, right? It's, like, maybe 5 seconds extra. It's like a little pit stop. It's like a drive-by camp. On my way to what I really want. Shyvana shows mid. Look at these pings, by the way. Wow. Do they actually see me doing this because of that ward? Maybe they do. But even still, even if they did see me, I don't care. Because I have my smite up, right? And her Raptors are level 4. I take her Raptors here and save my smite, guys. Don't just fucking smite. If you know she's got, like, red buff up or her Krugs up as well, you only smiting if you see the enemy jungler come towards you, yeah? Like, if you think you have to smite to secure it, that's when you smite. You don't just smite because you have a smite up. If you have 2 charges of smite, for sure, you can smite. But then the other one, actually, does it put it on a 15-second cooldown? It does, right, if you have 2 charges. I can't fucking remember. But anyway, hopefully you get my point here. Then I cheekily, this is very cheeky, end up doing this. And I end up smiting that, and I want to fade away again with my W because these give, like, good gold now. Q to Jinx, so I'm closer to the wall, and I get out of this. And the CS diff now, I'm 10 up. She does not get another camp for, like, ages. For some reason, she's, like, playing with herself bot side of the map. Now, I know here that after Shiver's, like, chasing me down, right, because I saw her just before when I leaped over the wall, or leapt over the wall, I know that she's going to be thinking about doing something to me here, whether it's like the right move or just an emotional move, because I know she's going to be mad, and maybe she should. She would have seen my HP, right? So what I want to do here is actually just cover her off, and I was actually considering just like standing here, because I know, by the way, like if you play this game, guys, if you see this scuttle crab, this area like right here is all in fog, even though you've got the crab vision. So a jungler can run up like this and back down. So you do have to be careful about getting hit, even if you have crab. It doesn't mean they can't invade without showing, right? So then I just hit this, and you can see she's like fucking, you know, where is this guy? Like, can I hit him on his bot side maybe? And this is just like the game-winning move. This just secures everything because I've got all my camps up. If I just clear here and full clear, like the game is going to be so free. I decided to do wolves here, not blue buff, because I want to sequence Gromp and wolves. And I also saw something else here, which is kind of funny. I know that if Shyvana is going to stay around here, so I'm just like expecting her at this point to base again and just run to her top side. But if she does anything down here, I'm honestly thinking of going like this. Like, seriously, that's what I'm thinking of doing here. And the option is there if, again, she does, like, end up showing and she keeps hanging around. So I'm thinking about going to a walls here, but again, it's really far away. Like, if I run here and she's here with Orianna moving over, she'll be level 6 on, like, this wave at some point. Yeah, so on this wave, it might be a little bit sketchy, you know? And here, I know Vex is going to be level 6, right? Because, again, Orianna, you know, it's 6 minutes. Mid lane is normally, and top lane is here level 6 around 540-ish. So I know that Vex, you know, this guy's killable. Orianna still doesn't have flash from before, so we just go in, get an easy kill, right? After this, what should I do? Because I can easily base here, right? But I actually decide, just because Jace starts to pick up some of this wave, I think this is fine. It's only a few minions, though. I thought I was going to get more, but this is whatever. And then I decide to do Krugs as well, just because, well, I feel as if, like, yeah, I didn't get enough gold from this play, so I'm actually just going to do my Krugs. But after this, I'm going to recall, right? Where do I go out of base? I know Shyvana is going to be at a red buff because that's where she started at 7 minutes. There she is. So she's bot side of the map. I also have the timing on a blue buff, right? So Shyvana is either going to go like this, right? Bot to top, or she's going to go to dragon and blue buff. Do I care if she does this? Fuck no. Like, I don't care. I'm going to get Rift Herald. I'm going to take your whole top side. I'm going to kill your GP under tower, who is actually winning lane. Right? Not by too much, but yeah, this Jace, by the way, guys, ends up being, like, legendary, I think, in this game, and he was actually typing in chat, like, top end, so I don't know if he's Chinese or some shit, but he was typing top end in chat, and I just said, bro, I'm going to win you your lane still. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Like, look at this jungle diff. The jungle diff that you've created, guys, when you think like this, you can impress your lead onto other lanes so they win even harder, or they come back into a game and can actually start winning themselves. So after this, it's quite standard, right? We're going to do red buff, because why wouldn't you do red buff before invading? And then I'm going to, again, look to make a play. Is it Crab? Is it killing GP? Is it killing mid? Well, my mid laner doesn't have her ultimate, and Orianna is full HP. I can still definitely go there, and also, just because maybe it's Talon tech, my E here, this wall is covered. So I can't actually E over this wall again, because I E'd for it before to kill the Orianna, right? Now, GP is pushed up. So after I do Crab, I'm just looking. Yes, I could do the Rift Herald, but Shyvana might run here. I don't even know if she's level 6. Maybe she is after doing these camps and then running here. She might be level 6 with Orianna's prio. I don't want to start this just yet. I want the map to tell me when to start it. Never mind, she's fucking bot. So now, in another game, if GP's full HP, if this is a Malphite full HP, I'm never going to go towards top lane, right? It's just straight Rift. Or, if her camps are up, I take her camps, then I come back to Rift. Because I'm so much stronger and she's level 5, like, who cares? Oh my god, just take her camps. Yeah, quite simple, nice combo, he's dead, right? Get a shutdown as well. Jace gets the tower. Now, do I go to Rift here? No, I want to do Gromp, right? Do I care about Shyvana running at me when she's level 5? I'm going to be level 7 off this camp? Of course not, right? So I just do this, and I recall here as well, because I know even if Shyvana runs to Rift Herald, she's not going to be able to do this before I get back here. I've got Ghostblade. I Ghostblade out of base towards Rift Herald, and I'll kill her on this as well, right? So there's no play for Shyvana here. The only, like, I don't know she's doing this, obviously, but maybe she's like, oh, Talon just killed my top laner, and if I run top, like, yeah, it's just risky, right? Because fucking Talon's level 6, maybe 7, after he does my Gromp, and I'm just going to die here. Yes, he has mid-pry, but I actually think he should just think of running like this to my bot side, which is why I recall, because I think that's what he's going to do. I'm going to cover the counterplay this guy might have. I just blast cone over. Here he is. Doesn't really matter how I combo. He's level 5 against red buff Talon. And at this point, game's GG. Do I do Rift here? Of course. Shyvana is dead. Let's just do the Rift. GP comes over. And I actually kind of, I don't know if I 5-headed this, but I thought I was out of vision here, guys. This will be the last thing we look at, because obviously, like, this jungle diff right here is fucking huge. And I'm up like 2k gold at 8 minutes. But, yeah, GP chases me here. Honestly, it's just a waste of time. You see this as well. Like, look at GP. He's missing minions here. Like, this line he's taken, he can easily get to, like, the same position and get this cannon and stuff, right? So this jungle pressure wins top lane. Like, look at the Jace. He's got more gold now than the GP, and GP is missing a wave under his tower, right? And it's quite easy for me just to survive. I don't have to do anything. I know he wards this, so his vision is going to look exactly like this, right? So what I end up doing is actually E'ing over to Rift Herald here. So you can see, he can't see me. So I thought I was being really smart here, and I know my mid lane doesn't have prio. And I also know that Shiv is probably, especially after she dies topside, is probably going to run down here, right? So I think I have Rift Herald for free, but for some reason, like, GP actually checks it, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, after, like, a bit of time, like, my mid laner has prio, right? And I know the Shyvana's on Dragon because we see her. And yeah, I end up getting Rift, and this is just fucking, you know, out of base. I just run anywhere on the map and kill someone, which is probably what I end up doing. Yeah, so there are some kills here. Let's actually watch this, guys. Let's watch some Talon mechanics, mate. Here we go. Oh, never mind. They're all there. Oh, yeah, I end up, like, one-shotting the Sono, so it's like a W flash into that. Yeah, okay. She flashes as well. I love it when you go to lanes, by the way, and they all have flash A, like, after they fight and kill your team. That's the game on Talon, guys. We end up dropping, like, yeah, what is it? 20 kills, 0 deaths. Hopefully this video was useful. If it was, leave a like, all that stuff. Any questions, leave them down below. Don't be shit. See you in the next video. Bye.